Hello, this is Judy Castleberry, and tonight we're talking about Sony. But first, some history.
Sony's mantra is inspired by the fearless innovation and imagination of our founders, Masaru Ibuka and Akiya Morita. Ibuka and Morita imagined creating new technologies that people could use in their everyday lives. They used their skills and creativity to make their vision a reality. Their combination of product innovation and marketing savvy helped their small company grow into the $60 billion global organization that we now know as Sony. Though we now make some of the most stylish and cutting-edge products on the market, we didn't start out producing PlayStations, ultra-sleek notebooks, touchscreen PCs, and 3D TVs. In fact, our first product was a rice cooker. Ibuka-san and Morita-san moved on to more successful innovations like the tape recorder for consumer use and the portable television. We eventually branched into music with the purchase of CBS Records. We were the first to let you take your music with you on the go. Added movies to the family with the purchase of Columbia Pictures. We took gaming to the next level with a PlayStation in the 1990s. And the spirit of pioneering technology continues today with Sony Internet TV. Our innovative 3D cameras are not only used for the most groundbreaking films like Avatar and The Amazing Spider-Man, but we are now bringing high-quality HD 3D cameras to consumers. And recently, we folded all of our innovations into one with our exciting, critically acclaimed Sony tablets.
So Sony makes a lot of products, from home audio to televisions, digital cameras, professional equipment, games, radio, video recordings, recording media, mobile devices, personal computing, semiconductors, and even robots. They also make movies and music and television shows. They even make financial services. On the one hand, this range of products and services creates a certain amount of energy. Not only can the movie be filmed using Sony equipment, like the 3D camera that was just shown, it can also be produced by Sony Pictures and streamed on a Sony TV. On the other hand, from this idea of lots of synergy, is the question, with such a wide range of products and services, how does Sony manage its brands? This is Denetsu, which is the largest advertising company in Japan. And they did a study a few years ago about exactly this question. If you will look at this chart, it shows that when you look at the Sony brands and the sub-brand influencers, the one axis shows the brand, how much it contributes to your Sony's image, and the other one is, I would choose it because it's a Sony product or service. The sweet spot, the win-win, is those products that are associated with Sony but are so strong they've become independent on their own. Things like PlayStation, the Handycam, and the Walkman. This creates both a house of brand and a branded house strategy. Sony sees themselves as a company in pursuit of innovation and excitement. At Sony, they see our mission to be a company that inspires and fulfills your curiosity, is creating unique new cultures and experiences. They want to move you both emotionally and to buy their products, obviously. Sony has fulfilled this brand promise in ways that has energized both the brand and the sub-brand. When you think of Sony, you think of innovation and excitement. So this is one of the first logos for the Sony Walkman. It's got the silly feet. It has to explain to you what it is, that it's a walking stereo, and they also explain up above the stereo cassette player. And if you'll notice, they also make a point of you knowing that it is a Sony. By the time of this logo, they don't need to explain to you what it is, and they also don't need to use the name Sony on it, because this has become such a strong brand in and of itself. Trinitron TV, when it first came out, also had the Sony name attached to it, but not as strongly. And Trinitron has really, frankly, not been as successful as some things like the Walkman. Could it be because Sony didn't claim it stronger? Of course, one of their strongest brands is PlayStation. And again, according to different incarnations, it either had the Sony name right there on it, or they didn't use the Sony name at all, and so it went from a brand endorser to basically a shadow. One of the things that Sony prides itself on is its innovation, and some of their innovations are actually branded differentiators. Things like the balanced optical steady shot, which was on the Handycam, the Hexa shell body design on their laptop, and the CQ Vault on their memory card. All of these are not products in and of themselves, but they are part of the product and make it much stronger. So why did Sony get into the financial services area? Well, what they decided to do was take their very, very strong name in Japan and use it to become the most highly trusted financial service group. That's their goal. And it looks like they've been pretty successful. They're not only doing financial services, they're doing life insurance, non-life insurance, banking services of all kind, and even a nursing care business, which I'm real curious about, but I don't really know what it is. So when you look at all of these brands, you can see that they have stretched in many, many ways. But what always works is when they start out with an innovation like the Walkman or the PlayStation, they eventually kind of turn it loose and just become a shadow endorser. While other brands they have stayed very tightly connected with, like their entertainment network and Sony Pictures and Sony Music. These are my references. Thank you so much for listening to me tonight.